Hey, this is Timmara signing on with Death's Gambit Afterlife. Okay, this is finally out. I've been really excited for this for a long time. Okay, so Death's Gambit, initially released in mid-August of 2018, it was one of my favorite games of the year, or of that year, because I just really liked a lot of what it did. If I go into details, we'll be here while we're just sitting on the main menu. But I really enjoyed Death's Gambit. It had some glitches and bugs on release, and people kind of looked at it and go like, compared to something like Dark Souls and Salt of Sanctuary, and go like, if you're gonna play 2D Dark Souls, I'll play something else. And it's like, come on, give it a chance. It's more than that. But even after the game released, and even if it was lukewarm at times, Death's Gambit's had a pretty loyal fan base, including me. And the developers of White Rabbit, Gene Canales and, Alex... I should have looked into this before I started, but I was just like, literally the game launched like only a couple of minutes ago. Like, it's finally playable on September 30th at 11 a.m. for me. So, okay. But they've been working, everyone's been working really hard to add some DLC, or was going to add like an expansion to Death's Gambit. And then as time went on, it just turned into its own thing, and it became like a complete overhaul of the game. So we have Death's Gambit with a bunch of changes, loads of changes, and some new Metroidvania aspects. So, it's more like a Metroidvania now than a Dark Souls-like, if you will. So, I'm gonna give this some time, maybe when this finally goes up, I'm jumping on this, but I'm gonna give this like a week or two maybe before actually letting the videos go live, so I can get some footage, but get my in-moment reactions. And yeah, I really like Death's Gambit, and I've been really excited for this. I even got to try out the beta. Sorry, we're just going. Soul visualization. Okay. I've been meaning to replay the first one, the original version, which is still out. I'm playing on Switch. But I was gonna do a comparison, but maybe we'll get to that later. But yeah, so just diving right in. Leave me alone.
I know you don't remember who you are, or even where you are. But I'm here to help you remember, so everything is going to be alright.
Alright.
To what you dreamt of becoming.
This is, yeah, so a new character selection, this was shown off in the beta, and now it's got audio. I thought this was Death. This is not Death speaking, I don't think. No, hold on. Okay, so you got multiple classes. You got spellcasters, sword wielders, thief, warrior, yada yada, blood hunter, basically. Hold on. I think I'm going to go with the Acolyte of Death, but let's just take a look. So yeah, each class has like a distinct play style. So you can mix and match magical abilities. All abilities cost 5 less soul energy. Each thing has like its own specialty and other. Ooh. Yeah, different abilities based on what you pick. I'm just looking at them real quick. Blocking attacks. Yeah, Blood Knight. Recently lost, sort of like in Bloodborne. That was the first class I beat the main game with. But we're going to go with Acolyte of Death, because letting you restore broken death statues, giving us more chances for checkpoints and save, or, leveling up. Alright. Yeah, so we got main attack, then we got new special attacks, and then we got abilities, which we'll get more into as we go. Sorry, I'm bumbling around. I'm just trying to show this off, and also I'm excited. Let's continue like this.
Now
Okay, and our starting item. Orange, creating increased intelligence by 2, 34 synergy. Yeah. Probably go with the Vados helm. That's usually what it is, because it's just the immediate piece of armor that increases your stats. Broken longsword. Wait a second. Lenny's broken sword. Just had to see the name. We'll go the Vados helm. Oop. Continue like this.
We return to the point of no return. Your death. How did this soul's death happen again?
Yeah, we're going back. This is what the beta looked like a couple months back.
And last expedition. You intended to reach the source of immortality. Your company never even made it to Alduin, much less find the immortal source.
We gave it our best shot.
What a beast for death, come to reap all your souls. Shame. Such a waste of soul energy. When the crow noticed who you were, he decided to give you another chance. A deal.
How nice of him. I'm sure this won't bite us.
Am I getting ahead of myself?
So,
I
yeah.
can hardly keep track anymore. But that's where your story begins.
Yay.
You will go on to do great things. See you soon.
I kind of know what this is, but this has already got me excited because this is one of my favorite parts of the base game. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to just, like, divulge everything. Ooh. The new opening cinematic. Right, I think I remember seeing this posted on Twitter and I never actually watched it because I was waiting for the release.
Sorrow resonates through the kingdoms. I can feel it in the air, a fermenting thirst for revenge. But I will assuage their pain. When I am done, no one will ever fear death again. That is worth everything.
Alright, so yeah. We're getting into it. And I'm trying to remember who voices everybody, because it's a heck of a cast, it's just... Okay, we'll get to that. Viral.
Shame it's always the cowards that survive.
Hey, give me a chance.
Considering the fate of your men, I thought I'd do them a service.
Okay, Soren is still... Well, you know, no voice. My men, they're all...
Back to Vados. We have an obligation to their families now.
Alright, on my way. Did that actually work? Are you sure you want to leave? Cyrodiil, the citizens of Vados would consider you a traitor. I'm very tempted just to see. Is it just like a... It won't take long to start a new game if we do this. Is this just sort of like a Far Cry ending? Yep, okay. We didn't get far. But this is completely new. I think.
Soren, we have found you guilty of crimes against the crown. The most egregious of these to be cited herewith. Desertion of your post as an officer of the Great Expedition. Conspiring to withhold the relic of immortality for which you have sworn to your king. For these crimes...
At least we have a face to the king we're supposedly serving.
On this day, to be beheaded. May God have mercy on your soul.
Abandoning those who were left in your charge. There is no crime more despicable. I, King Val's, sentence you to die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is completely new. I don't remember ever going backwards in the first game, but I doubt this is... Okay. So like I said, like a Far Cry 4 style, like alternate ending if you just do the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. Well, okay. It was worth a shot. I had to see. Okay, so yeah, we don't even finalize our deal, and then it's over. Oh, I think I didn't mean to... Location intro. Okay, we can just load up again. There we go. So that was fun. It was kind of cool, because it's just kind of like a very nice looking area. And again, now we actually have a face to, like, who we're supposedly serving. Okay, carrying on. Hello. This pain, like I'm burning from the inside out. Trying to do a good voice as I go, but you know, bumbling through here. And we got Matthew Mercer as Death, which is so cool. Again, I pointed this out in another video, but it's like, it's funny having Death voiced by, or an entity of Death with bird-like attributes voiced by Matt Mercer. It's very funny.
This contract will resurrect you in service to me. In return, you must do something for me.
What could I possibly do for you?
Give it time. For now, just sign here. In blood, of course. It'll
As
take
per
you
the
some
trope.
time to refamiliarize yourself with your body and what you're capable of. Until you do, I await you at Central Sanctuary.
Death's contract. Alright. So yeah, go to our equipment real quick, equip our helm just for a little vitality boost. And yeah, Death's contract, which we can destroy, I think. Oh, don't want to do that. We can destroy, but that like makes a permadeath mode, which we don't want to do. Just looking around real quick. Yeah, we got skill trees, and originally in the first version of the game there was only one. Now there's more. We got our main class, we got a secondary class we can unlock later, and then we got advanced stuff, which is just more stuff. And we got a full Metroidvania-style map. So yeah, the map was not in the original. We got more bosses. And yeah, again, I've been really excited for this, because I really did like Death's Gambit when it first came out. And, you know, showing my support on Twitter for the devs and even getting a couple likes and recognition. I got to play the beta for the sign up. Alex Kubodera and Gene Canellis. I haven't even heard it. Jonathan Dibble. I've not heard either of those names actually spoken. But yeah, those guys have been working real hard throughout. I've seen on Twitter throughout the years Gene posting comments, or you know, posting on Twitter about like all the stuff that's he's been changing, been working on. And again, this was just supposed to be an expansion. It became a whole thing. It's not like a completely revamped version of the game. And yeah, using a little swing of your scythe to get a little extra height. Okay, so yeah, we're in the first area. This should be pretty simple, but you know, regardless, we're going to go through. That's new, but we can't get there yet. I should take a look at the tutorials just in case something's new. Press plus to open your inventory. We know that. Y to attack with your primary weapon? Yeah. Use horse to that bow for large gaps. Attack while in the air or after a dodge. Like that. Cut that down. And we can technically make that jump without the horse, but let's grab the horse. Again, I'm very familiar with the first area. I've beaten the main game, the original version of the game, multiple times, and, you know, playing the demo a lot, this was, you know, where we mainly started out at. But, we'll get there. So, usual abilities. And you gotta find 2 more of these lights. Again, I'm not trying to act overly familiar with it. It's just, again, seeing this tutorial a lot, seeing if there's anything new from even the beta, and I'm just excited to continue on and see what's new. because we only really got, like, even despite it being, like, heavily modified, we only got a very small part of the original game. And now, you know, there's just so much more. Whoop. We got an alternate attack if we don't have an extra or a secondary weapon. I gotta watch my stamina. A little too trigger happy, but yeah. The dodging, which I always thought the combat worked really well, because you only have 2 directions, and so it's easy, you know, it's usually reliable to dodge pretty much almost any attack, I think, but, you know, if you had the timing right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Death with, don't think I can die, actually.
Death gives you a god complex, I see.
Well, I mean, what wouldn't? How would that not?
You intend to squander your life, go right on ahead. I'm sure your men are eager to see you, but should you think twice, take one of these. They're restorative plumes.
Alright.
Use it to ensure your return to Vados. Consider it the last kindness I offer you.
Not sure burning me alive is a kindness.
And what lies ahead, I assure you it is.
Comparatively. Yeah, plumes. So now we got our Phoenix plumes, which are like our Dark Souls Estus flasks. They're our limited healing item that we get back every time we rest. Yeah, regenerate Phoenix plumes. Hold on. Yeah, to use equipped item. And, well, I always liked the Phoenix plumes because, unlike Estus flasks, there were multiple kinds. And so... Okay, first of all, we can also level up. So Finesse is our base stat. Might as well level up now. Finesse will increase the power of our certain current build. Anyways, but the Phoenix Plumes are really interesting because there are multiple different kinds, and they have different effects based on... Hold on, I'm trying to do... One more time. There we go. Yeah, now there's the perfect block, which I never use shields in any Souls game, but, you know, if we're gonna equip one and use that, that's pretty cool. Anyways. So the Phoenix Plumes, just different healing items. Yeah, this one just normally heals us. But as we play and potentially find more, they'll have other healing effects. There we go. Just in the volume on my headset real quick. Whoop. Oops. That works. A Logoth Shortbow. Zealot Cape. Yeah, that's one of my... If you use the attack, it, like, gives you just, like, a little bit of, like, a more, horizontal movement. Even if maybe it doesn't, it just feels like it does, so it helps. Ah, jeez. Okay, while we're getting equipment. Yeah, okay, the wooden targe is not as good. Equip some boots. Might as well equip the bow. Oops, nope. Nope, I did that in the complete wrong order. Equip our secondary weapon. Equip our cape. And yeah, just equipping things to give us additional stats. And yeah, now that we equip the secondary weapon, we lose our secondary attack. But, you know, having that range is useful for other things. And yeah, the Acolyte of Death, what's great about this in the original versions of the game was that you have the Scythe, which has a large radius of attack. It can, you know, jumping, you got a large radius around you. It's got long distance, while still doing pretty good damage. And again, it'll form statues. So this was originally broken. So now that we're this class, it gives us more chances to find checkpoints and, you know, more chances for checkpoints and things like that. Not necessary, but I like, you know, I'm experiencing this, so I don't need it, but I like the ability regardless. And so, if you want to ease yourself into it, this, I feel, is like a good way to decrease difficulty just a touch. Not necessarily decrease it, but make it easier to get into it. But anyways, now we get new abilities. So now from attacking, we gain energy. And then we can use that energy to do special attacks and other abilities. Yeah, and when we do this, we get increased scythe damage and it stacks. And each thing only had a couple of abilities, but they really expanded that more. And I'm excited to see what new stuff is going to be there. And new weapons, but we'll get there. Sorry, again, I'm really excited for this. Okay, so we can also augment our plume where we can sacrifice our plumes in order to get a damage boost, which you could do that. There's a fun exploit in the beta where you could sacrifice your plumes but then get them back through a cheat menu, and then you could just keep stacking your damage bonuses with the plumes and get your healing items back. So that was fun. Again, not something you're gonna do in this version, but it was just fun. But yeah, you can sacrifice health for attack power if you want to. Okay, I remember there was being something there, but I remember what it is now, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. Crow feather. Okay, just hidden right there. Yeah, gonna ride this little guy. So you got big areas. Talking about it also, talking about a bunch of other things beside gameplay, it looks amazing. It always did. And so you got this great pixel art style where there's a lot of details in the characters, in the background, and, look at that big thing. Look how it moves. Look how detailed it is. It is a very beautiful looking game. And then we got these little rats. Oh, god damn it, I forgot. Well, I keep making that mistake. I did that a ton in the beta. First of all, you had those little slugs who, you kill them, you get stuff. They're like the Dark Souls crystal slugs. But I keep forgetting that Fink, that, merchant is there. And while he's dangerous, I keep jumping down to kill him. I hope he's not important later on. Oh, let's increase our endurance, because that should increase our stamina. Might as well start leveling things up as we go. So, yeah, there's that other path there, but I know there's going to be a really tough enemy there. Well, you know what? We've already leveled up. Why don't we give it a shot? Maybe I can pull it off. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I was going to try to get a little more energy to go into the fight with. If we die, we die. Oh, but if we die, it's fine. So, yeah, gold dragon character. And yeah, these are like the knights in Dark Souls. Ooh, the super powerful, hard-hitting, really tough to beat characters, but they usually hide some great equipment. Use our plume, heal up a little bit. Oh, let go my abilities on recharge, that's why it's not working. Jeez. Okay, you know what? We're just backing out. Yeah, these guys are tough, so we'll just come back to him. Yeah, hiding good equipment, either they have something or you need to kill them to get to something behind them, and it's usually something good. But yeah, they are really strong. So we'll come back to that. Yeah, just resting. Kill him just because we can. Kill him just because we can. Moving on to the next part. Oops. Get up there. There we go. There's something up there, but we can't reach it. I think that'll come up later, maybe. Oh, you know what? I just noticed. I never noticed this. Yeah, I was wondering... Okay, here's the thing. I didn't realize it was right there, to my left there. But if we go up forward a little bit... Whoops. Ah. Oh, that worked out really well. Sweet. And there he goes, and he kills some stuff in front of us. Yeah, I've somehow completely missed... Okay. That's the same one, right? Okay. But I just completely missed if that's actually where he's perched up at. This, like, phoenix. So again, I hate to keep bringing up the Dark Souls comparisons, but they are apt. But, you know, kind of like the dragon in Dark Souls 1 that just goes across that bridge. There we go, that perfect dodge. I'm actually going to use my shield in this version of the game. Just stay safe. We can attack it, I think we can kill it, but we'll deal with that later. Just because, like, I'm trying to be reasonable as well. We're only so powerful and we're just starting out. There we go. So yeah, like that. Just fighting, dodging around to avoid abilities or get out of harm's way. Okay, I thought there was still something here. Covenant Shield. Sorry, again, I remember the secrets of the base game quite a bit. But, okay. Hold on, we'll go back to that. First of all, plume upgrade. So now we can hold an extra plume. Let's see. Let's increase, let's increase our finesse again, increase our damage output. Got a couple of things. First of all, some fire traps. And up here we got this tome. Tome of Owl King. Or Tome on Owl King, sorry. The Owl King, royal only in name, has no subjects of his own to speak of, sorry, but the hearts of men are just as easily provoked by titles. So yeah, now we get the boss tomes, which, when we collect, we get a little lore on some of the bosses around in the game, and also we get a passive damage bonus against them just for having it. So you're rewarded with exploration by learning more about the world and more about the things you will fight. And, you know, you get that little extra help. You know, there's only 2 tomes per boss, I think, unless they change that. I doubt it, but, you know, that might not seem like a lot, but it'll make a big difference. You know, it can make a big difference as you go. And then, yeah, these chests, which need to be damaged in order to break. And the thing about our scythe ability here is that we can keep using our ability to get damage increases. And so it takes a while to whittle down, but we eventually break it. Aura of Blood. Okay, sorry, I'm fiddling around with menus, trying to get this right. Okay, Light Greaves, Strength, Finesse. Let's keep the Vitality on there. Aura of Blood. Combo finishers heal for 5% when above 70% health. So, yeah, we got auras which have other passive abilities to us, give us other passive abilities. Our strength is too low to equip this shield. Yeah, the Vados helm is better than the reinforced helm. And we can upgrade the equipment we have, or we can break them down into upgrade materials. Okay, carrying on. So yeah, we're almost done with this first tutorial area. Vados Longsword. Another weapon, but I'm good with my scythe. Sorry. Drop down. Again, not trying to be like all walkthrough-y. This is supposed to be a let's play, but actually, now that I think about it, I could release maybe a video or two. I was going to say, like, I'm not going to play too much of the game. I'm going to record for my posterity, and then maybe wait a while before releasing, just so I don't spoil the entire game for people, because I remember seeing Gene talk on Discord, just like, keep spoilers to a minimum, and if you're going to talk about them, do it in the specific chat. But I also don't want to ruin the entire game yet, as excited as I am to play it. So maybe I'll demonstrate a few areas and release those early. Sorry. But okay, we're at a thing.
What happened to them?
An explanation for another time. Seems we have a straggler.
Hello.
Trust you won't disappoint. For your sake.
So yeah, Endless, the woman who killed us,
You're a survivor, are you not?
and her lackey here, Ione, voiced by Allegra Clark.
It is not
So that's
too
cool.
late. Return from whence you came.
I will literally be... I'll be killed if I go back, so can't do that. There is no one left to return to.
You're not the only orphan of war, but perhaps you'll be the last. Know that I do this to put an end to tragedies like yours, and if your sacrifice is necessary to my mission, then so be it.
I'm not too convinced. Okay, so first boss fight, which, yeah, originally this was, in the first version of the game, this was not a boss. This was just a basic enemy. Yeah, you got Ione, who will drop down, you know, do different attacks. Oh boy. Fighting with her spear. I feel very unprepared for this. Because, yeah, this was just like a basic enemy. You know, boss, I guess you could say sub-boss-like just because she was tough, but, you know, not meant to be a boss. Then in the beta, she became a full-on boss, and I had a lot of difficulty fighting her, mainly because I ran into a glitch in the beta where I couldn't level up. So, even though... Whoops. Get some distance. Yeah, we're not healing a ton. Damn, okay. Not bad. First try. Little reckless, but... And yeah, shows you... Gives you your progress, and also gives you a little bit of essence to maybe squeak in a level up, which I think we can. Let's see. I suppose we'll increase our health. But yeah, so now she's a full-on boss, and I just could not, you know, I had problems beating her in the base game, or in the beta version of the game, which is now this version. Because, yeah, now she's a full-on boss, she's a lot stronger, and, yeah, she's just a toughie now. But try it again.
You're like them. Immortal.
Apparently.
I sympathize with your plight. Is this another test?
Eh.
Just go home. For both our sakes.
Hey, I want revenge now. You killed me. Do you know how much dying hurts? Yeah, I'm being too reckless when fighting her. And yeah, no boss tomes for her, but there's technically a reason for that. Yeah, you know, I'm headstrong fighting through. But, you know, her health bar is marked by how far we got on her last time, so let's just see if we can break our record, if you will. Top off our health now. Okay, she was there. Whoop. We're doing it. Suppose we could have done that sooner. Okay, there we go. A little cocky there, but we got it. Okay, gained a talent point. Open inventory and spend it. Yeah, so we got our talent tree. So just by killing enemies grants soul energy for use for abilities. Oh, confirm. Sorry, playing on the grip controller and it's a little awkward, but there we go. So yeah, now we're beginning to open up our abilities. You know, various passive abilities or increasing our energy overall. Anyways, Rusty Charm. This memento. We're getting there, sorry. I want to get to the central sanctuary and then we'll wrap up.
It's time for me to go.
Do you have to leave?
I'm afraid so. What do I always tell you?
Lead a life worth remembering.
That's right.
Isn't it enough to be remembered by... Sorry, isn't it enough to be remembered by me? Sorry, I bumbled that.
Of course it is.
I was kind of hoping Soren would have a voice actor this time around, but oh well.
Don't worry, my boy. I'll be back before you know it. Here, take this. So you know I'll always be close to you.
Rusty Charm. I'm gonna burn down the house while she's gone. I think I made that joke when we saw that scene in the beta. But yeah, okay, so, yeah. Where did she get this? Mother, she must be close. Maybe. Okay, and then, yeah, heroic rematch. So you can fight the bosses again at a higher difficulty, and they will drop increased rewards, which I'm not sure if they're random, or they were a little bit random in the beta, but I don't know if that's changed. But anyways. We open that door, now we can get through. But when blocking, press interaction button to parry. Yeah. Should have done that against her and see if it worked. And we got this, only opens if you haven't used a Phoenix Plume. So, yeah, unfortunately. But, Owl King. So we got the second tome. Yeah. More slaves than monarchs. These owl beasts appeared in droves. Beasts, seemingly drawn to Almovaro's observatory, yet the sorcerer neglects them. That explains a lot, actually. You know, I know that location they're talking about. Almovaro is actually my favorite section of the game, but, or at least in the original game, but we'll get there. Now, real quick. We're going to rest. Let's increase our vitality a bit. Then we're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back because we're gonna go get that, thing. That, Phoenix chest, I think, or Plume chest, maybe. Whatever they're called. But if we get back there, we'll get there. I can outrun the flames. Yeah. Okay, so. Wee. So yeah, again, this is very familiar, but I'm still excited to see what, you know, is going to be new. Okay, open chest. Quicken Plume. Yeah, so now we get a new Phoenix Plume. Oh, wait. Faster cast. A plume with legendary Phoenix, from the legendary Phoenix, unleashing its natural radiance, has restorative properties. Many still believe in the secret of mortality lies within the Phoenix. Now such a promise seems negligible. So about the same healing as our original plume, but now faster. And it's minor abilities like that will go a long way. Or maybe you'll get a passive bonus after using a plume, or maybe picking up the plume after you die can give you a bonus. I'm trying to remember exactly, but we'll get there. Maybe things are new. But I really like the plume for healing systems. Oh wait, I think I just ran them down, but I wanted to check out. Okay, can't go down there. But just checking. Oh, ah. Oops. Let's try to see if we could break that. Maybe I could strong arm it, but let's hold off. I want to check your horse too close to the bell. Well, I was wondering, yeah, so we're in this pathway, which this is... There we go. Oop. No, there actually is an animation for getting off the horse nice and calmly. But you can ring the bell to call your horse, and in the beta, in the expansion beta, there was new horse looks, but I guess we'll see. And we can also pick up... Oh, jeez. Yeah, we can also pick up the critters that are running around here, but apparently they hurt us. I forgot about that. Do we have enough? Yeah. Increase our vitality again. Pressing buttons to, like, skip through some animations, but it's fine. That path is blocked. Let's keep going. Oh, wait, can't go down that way. Yeah, just looking around for secrets, because, yeah, there's pathways. Obviously, the horse doesn't want to rock over the other horse. So, what's over here? Oh my god, the Owl King. So, yeah, this is the boss we've been learning about. So, yeah, Ione is now, like, the new, like, starting boss, basically, but this was, like, the first, you know, challenge. And he's pretty tough. Well, he's pretty easy to articulate. I've also fought this boss probably more than any other boss in the game, even my favorites. So he's pretty easy to telegraph, but it does show you, you know, just by dodging in 2 directions, you have actually more control and safety than you think. Oops. Ah. I want to see if I can... actually parry him, because I'm not sure. Hey, it worked! Okay. So yeah, you can parry as well, which now you could usually... before you could just block damage, but, you know, I didn't bother because I could just, you know, dodge and do that. But it's cool that you can now do, like, a proper parry for that much damage. Ah. I'll do it again. Yeah, that was awesome. Immortal defeated. Not so immortal now, huh? You're dead. And now, we get new abilities. Press dodge roll button while holding left and right in the air to dash. Sweet. So yeah, now we're getting some, again, Metroidvania style abilities. Because originally he just dropped some gear, and the air dash was like one of the last things you can unlock in the talent tree. Now we get it so early on, which is going to be a game changer. And now there's a little batch of secrets up here, and that's the one time we died. So this was the thing where, yeah, you die so many times, and it gets tallied up here, and eventually you can reach those secrets. So dying actually has its, oddly to say, it has its perks, and, you know, at least in the original game, some new cutscenes would trigger if you died in certain places or in certain ways, and down here, you know, dying is such a learning experience that eventually it opens up stuff. And this is new. This was in the beta, like a little room up there with a, like, dead, strung up Owl King and some treasure. And we'll get there. We'll crack down here. We'll wrap up soon. Ability gained, Soul Rend. Retreat backwards and deal damage to enemy at the end of the dash. Applies bleed for 16 seconds. Yeah, like that. Now we can do that, and we have a new ability. So yeah, this game is really cool, and I like it. And, you know, with all the extra stuff we did in my little ramblings, here we are. Central Sanctuary, Death's Gambit Afterlife. And so yeah, we're just getting started, but trust me, I am pumped. Because there's going to be new areas, there's going to be new stuff to check out, there's new abilities. And, you know, we got a small taste of what was in the beta, so I'm really wondering, you know, curious how things are going to ramp up from here. So, with that, I think we're going to wrap up here for right now. Yeah, let's go in increments of 5. We're going to wrap up here for right now. Next time we continue, we will carry on, and we will continue our journey through Alduin and see what Death's Contract actually has in store for us. You know, we're just getting started. I've been through this a couple of times in the base game, but coming back for the expansion of Afterlife, I am very excited to see, and I highly recommend you give this a shot. So, before watching any more videos I might put out, maybe I'll put out a second one, you know, I'm going to Let's Play this full thing, but I'm going to put it out incrementally just to give people a chance to, like, check this out. So, if you want to check this out just to get, like, a taste of what this is what it is, and I highly recommend it. And, you know, this is just the start. So, yeah, I guess until next time, we will continue the adventure and see what else is new in the Afterlife. So, until next time, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.